Hello students, welcome to your English grammar class. Today we are starting with a new chapter, subject verb concord. Okay, so this subject verb concord is not a new topic. I think you all have previously done it as subject verb agreement. So there is no change. Both are absolutely same. Okay, so we'll be starting with subject verb concord today. To begin with, when we write or speak a sentence, we must be sure that the verb matches the subject in terms of number, person. Okay? So, whenever you're speaking a sentence, you have to make sure that your verb should match with the subject in terms of number and person. It is called subject verb concord, subject verb agreement. Okay, the subject and the verb must agree. If the subject, so the subject and the verb has to agree with each other. So how you will make that agree? If the subject is singular, the verb should also be singular, and if the subject is plural, the verb should also be plural. So keep that in mind: subject singular, verb singular; subject plural, verb plural. So now tell me, what is singular subject? Okay, singular subject, singular verb. What I just explained you before is the SSPP rule: singular subject, singular verb; plural subject, plural verb. Now when a noun ends in s or es, it becomes plural. Okay, and when a subject ends in s or es, it becomes singular, right opposite. Okay, so when in the end of a noun you add s or es, it becomes plural, and when in the end of a verb if you add s or es, it becomes singular. Stick that in your head. Okay, so remember this: noun plus ses is plural, verb plus ses is singular. Now if I explain you that how you will make singular noun into plural. If when you are making a singular noun into plural, you are adding s. Okay, boy means one boy, and boys means more than one. Cow, one cow. Cows means more than one. Then box, one box, and boxes is more than one. Okay, so that is one is singular, and the after you add s, it becomes plural. But in when we are talking about verbs, okay, in verbs it is right opposite of it. So basically the original base form of the verb is always plural. Okay, he will play, we will play, we use it like that, right? But that is actually the plural form. So now see this verb forms. Okay, if the verb is singular, there will be an s or es behind it, and if it is plural, then it will be like it is the base form. Okay, so eats is the singular form of verb and eat is the plural form of verb. Goes is the singular form of verb and go is the plural form of verb. Does, singular form of verb, and do, plural form of verb. Okay, just for example, I'm giving you this one sentence. Tell me which one is correct. Okay, the boy read book, the boy read, or the boy reads. Yes, the boy reads is the correct thing, because here boy is also singular, and boy is a singular subject, and reads is a singular verb. So noun and verb both are singular in this. Okay, understood? Now let's move on to the rules of subject verb concord. A verb must agree with the subject in number and person. Okay, basic, the verb has to agree with the subject in number and person. I am a teacher. So with I you have used am. You cannot say I is a teacher. Okay, She plays volleyball. You cannot say she play volleyball. You have to say she plays volleyball. Then it is he is a doctor. He are, you cannot say he are a doctor because he is. So he is one, we are talking about one person, so we'll be using is. I read. We are players. Again, see, with we have used are because we are talking about more people. You love him. He hates chocolates. He eats chocolates. Okay, so that's it. And now the next rule: two or more singular subjects joined by and take a plural verb. Okay, if two subjects are joined with and in between, like Ravi and Rajiv, they are joined with and, then they take a plural verb, that is are. Sonali and Sakshi are dancing. Again, both are singular subjects, so they will take a plural verb. If two singular subjects refer to the same person or thing or express one idea, the verb must be singular. Two singular subjects refer to same person or a thing or an idea, the verb must be singular. Like for example, if you see, slow and steady wins the race. Bread and butter is my favorite. If we use an uncountable noun as the subject of the verb, honesty, it's uncountable, right? We use a singular form of verb. Honesty is the best policy. So is singular. Life is not a bad bed of roses. Again, is singular. The verb has to agree with the real subject that follows the introductory there. Okay, verb has to agree with the real subject which follows there. If the subject is singular, then there will be followed by a singular verb. Okay, if the subject is singular, then there will be followed by a singular verb. If the real subject is plural, then there will be followed by a plural, for which I have given you two examples. See the first one. There is no berth in the compartment. There are no berths in the compartment. So what do you think? Which one is right out of the two? Yes, the second one. There are no compartments in the there are no berths in the compartments. See the second one. There are 20 girls in this section. And the other one is there is one girl in this section. So with more we've used are, with single we have used is. Then rule number 6, if the singular subjects are preceded by each or every, a singular verb is used. Okay, if the subject is preceded by each or every, like for example in this, the girl is a subject and it is girl and boy are the subjects and it is preceded by every, so we've used was. Every girl and boy was participating in the event. Every man and woman was shocked to see her. The singular subjects joined by or, nor, either, or, neither, nor receive a singular verb. Okay, if in case if the singular subjects are joined by or, nor, either, or, neither, nor, then they receive a singular verb. Either he or his brother. Okay, either or is used. Has gone to Delhi. Neither Rahim nor his sister are ready to accept the proposal. Neither nor is used. Geeta or Sita was to check the answer. If one of the subjects is plural, the verb must be plural. If see, the first example will explain. She and her parents. So she is singular, her parents is plural. Parents cannot be one. Okay, cannot be one, right? Because there's an s out. If it is if the word was parent, then it could have been one. She and her parents have broken this glass. So if one of the subject is plural, so which one is the plural subject? She is plural. Her parents is plural, right? Then the verb must be plural. So that's why we have used have. Neither he nor his companions are to be blamed. Same way, he and his companions. So one and many. Neither the boy or either the boy or his grandparents are responsible for this. Again, the boy and grandparents. So one subject is one of the subject is plural, the verb must be plural. If the subjects joined by or nor are of different persons, the verb agrees to the nearest subject in number. Okay. If the subjects joined by or nor are of different person, the verb agrees to the nearest subject in number. See the example. Either he or I am invited. So I के साथ we have used am. Neither she nor he is to go there. Then see rule number 10. A collective noun may take both singular and plural verb. Collective noun, with the collective noun you can use both singular and plural verb. The committee has taken its decision. The committee have taken their decision. So thought as a whole and thought as an individual. Okay, different. The jury has been strict. The jury have been divided in their opinion. So with the same collective noun we have used have also and has also and has been also and have been also. Now confusing nouns. Confusing nouns, plural in form but singular in meaning. Okay, confusing nouns are plural in their form but singular in their meaning. They take singular verbs. See, the news is surprising. Okay, here when we are saying the word news, we are talking about one news. Okay, we are not talking about many news, even if there is an s after it. Okay, so we are talking about a singular. So it is plural in the form, means when you see it's a plural form. News is looks like a plural form, but it is singular in meaning. The wages of sin is death. Physics is a tough subject. The first innings was not good. I hope you all are understanding. Moving on to rule number 12. A plural noun, which is the name of a book or a country, always receives a singular verb. Okay, if a plural noun is receiving the name of a book or a country, it always goes with a singular verb. The United States has a great army. Then the second example, if you see, the Arabian Nights is a fascinating story. Has, singular, right? Then moving on to rule number 3. When two or more singular subjects are joined by with, besides, as well as, no less than, the verb is in singular. Again, with these words, the verb is in singular. The doctor with his staff was appreciated. So with is used. So with that we have used the verb was. The teacher as well as the girls has attended the class. As well as and has. No one besides the engineer knows the facts. No one and besides is used, and no one besides the engineer. Kanika together with her father is delighted. Kanika and is. Okay. Rule number 14. A relative pronoun's verb must agree with his antecedent in number and person. Antecedent is the family. Okay. It is he who is responsible for this situation. She is one of the best girls who have protested. It is they who are to blame. Some nouns are preceded by a lot of, plenty of, a great deal of, etc. These nouns take a singular verb when they refer to amount of quantity, but they take a plural verb when they refer to number. So when they are referring to a amount of quantity, they will use singular verb, and when they are referring to a number, they'll use plural verb. This is plenty of water in the bucket. There are plenty of melon varieties available in the market. So with quantity, water, they've used is, and with number, they've used are. When a singular subject is joined by, as well as, in addition to, except, etc. with other noun or pronoun, we use a singular verb. Okay, we use a singular verb with it. Aman, as well as his father, has come. Has is singular. As well as के साथ we have used has. Everyone except Raman was present in the birthday party. Except was. In addition to my father, my uncle has also gone to Maldives. Okay. So in addition to, okay, and has. So again, has is a, we use a singular verb. Class nouns also take a singular verb. Like for example, this furniture is new. The food is very tasty. Some nouns which appear to be plural in form when preceded by a pair of, take a singular verb. Okay, if they are in plural form and if they are preceded by by the word a pair of, okay, then they take a singular verb. Like a pair of trousers was purchased by the mother. A pair of scissors was brought from the market. A pair of and was. Collective nouns like group, crowd, flock, regiment, etc. are generally followed by a singular verb. Okay, when there are collective nouns, they are followed by a singular verb. A crowd of people rushed into the stadium. Crowd of people, collective noun, rushed into the stadium. So generally we use singular verb with it. A regiment of soldiers was marching in the riot hit area. So again over here we have used was with regiment of soldiers. We use a singular verb in case of distance, weight, height or amount of money, even when subject is plural. Okay, so with we use a singular verb in case where, when we are talking about distance, weight, height or amount of money, then even when subject is plural, then we use singular verb. 10 kilometers is not a small distance. See the other one, 5,000 rupees is a lot of money. Okay, so that's all about subject verb concord. I want you all to take down these all these rules in your notebook and revise them. In case if you all have any doubts, you all can contact me. Thank you.